Greetings, Commanders! It's Ryant1UM here, and today we are back once again in Stellaris Console Edition with the Infection. That's right, you guys. So, I had said in the last episode of the Galactic Record Keepers that I was going to do some type of Gestalt consciousness, and it was either going to be a hive mind or a machine intelligence, mainly because that's the only two options we have. But I decided on a hive mind that is a ravenous hive, which is the Devouring Swarm. Now, I love Devouring Swarms just because of how much fun they are. They have so many extra bonuses that just make them spiral out of control, and this one is going to be no different. So we are known as the Infection, and our species are known as the Infected. And the reason I chose that is because if you take a look at the portrait, it's actually a mammalian portrait, but it's been infected with a fungus. And I think that's really cool, and that is our ultimate goal. To infect the galaxy, to turn all of them into food for us, and to make the only source of life the infected of them. And I think that's a really cool idea. I like that idea. So our idea is this. We are a Devouring Swarm. We are hive-minded, extremely adaptive, meaning we have the plus 20% habitability right from the beginning. We're unruly, giving us a minus 10% or a plus 10% to our Empire Sprawl from Pops. We're fleeting, so our leaders, they die quickly, but it's not that big a deal. And then we're communal, meaning a lot of us can fit in one big place. Then we are the Devouring Swarm with the Natural Neural Network, and the Natural Neural Network will make it so that if our Pops are unemployed, they still give us research points. Because that's going to be one of the biggest things I want to go for this time around, is I want to rush tech, and I want to get as powerful as possible. And that the reason why is because we have a ×5 crisis in this one. I want to destroy the crisis, whatever it may be, but I also want to at least turn our capital world into a hive planet. That's kind of what one of my overarching goals is, because I would love for a bunch of planets to just be infected with this gross kind of hive mentality, and I love that a lot. So, this is what we've got. We've got the arthropoid ships, and I say we go ahead and take a look. So we are, let's go ahead and go over the options real fast. So we'll go ahead and come all the way up to the top. So medium spiral, 4 AI empires with 2 fallen and 2 marauder empires, giving us a total of 8 empires in the galaxy. Tech tradition cost minus 25%, or times 25%, because it's, it's just easier that way. Habitable worlds times 1, 2.5 times primitive civilization, 5 times crisis. And then our mid-game start year is 2325 with endgame starting at 2375. We're actually going to bring that down to 2350. Victory year is off. Difficulty is Ensign because it gives nobody bonuses across the board, which is the most level playing field. Scaling difficulty is off. AI aggressiveness is normal. Empire placement's random. Hopefully that doesn't screw us like last time. Advanced Neighbors is off because it's garbage. Hyperlane density, 0.5. Abandoned gateways times 1. No wormholes because they really fuck me up. Guaranteed Habitable Worlds 2, Caravaneers, and Xenocompatibility are off, and Iron Man mode is on. So, let the infection spread. So we begin on our planet known as the Host, and I think that's kind of cool, honestly. So we're using the fungoid kind of names of things, so it's got some funny-ass names. We've got Schlegmus, we've got Schmeg, we've got Flems, Ungodal, and Blarp. I love it so much. But the cool thing is our ships, they have the name Blight in front of them, which I thought was pretty accurate to an infection. So we start at the top of the galaxy. A nice place to start. I kind of like that, not gonna lie. I like being able to start up here so that I can come down upon the galaxy, if you will. So, a little bit of tech right there to get that stuff. We're going for a lot of growth speed as well, because I want us to be everywhere. I want us to be absolutely everywhere. We start off with a 4.5 monthly growth speed, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Lots of amenities on this home planet, and the first building that we're going to build when we can is a research lab. And we're going to just rush as much technology as we can, and it's going to be kind of nice. Now, with our plus 20% habitability, those first planets that we have that are normally only 80% habitable, they should be at 100% habitable when we get to them. So, that'll be a big positive for us. But we're just going to go ahead and have you start coming down that way, start surveying all of this stuff down here. Let's see if we can't find ourselves anything like that. We are going to be exponentially, or not exponentially, we are going to be very aggressive But let's go ahead and take a look right here. I believe everything else is already set up the way that it needs to be. Yes, indeed. Default rights. Okay, we cannot enslave them, which is good. We can only turn them into food and society research, which is lovely. Okay, perfect. And then let's take a look at our policies. Diplomatic stance, hunger. I love it. Unrestricted wars, indiscriminate, aggressive, closed, production, balanced, purge, allowed. Let us go... no. Okay, we're just going to keep it on balance for now. We may go to the one where you get more alloys, but we'll see. So, let's... Oops, wrong button. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. Take off auto-generate designs. Clear the design. Put the that right there. Then we'll go ahead and upgrade that just like that. And then we'll come over here and we will grab ourselves another science ship. Alright, let's start the infection. First tradition we're going down is expansion, mainly because it's going to make it even cheaper to expand, as well as giving us the new pops on the colonies, as well as more growth speed. I want lots of pops. So our precursor is the Yut. Not necessarily the best one, but I can't remember what the relic is for this one. I don't even know if you get a relic for this one. I can't even remember. It might be the one with the Jovian pox. I can't remember if that's the one that gives you the bombardment stance to have the Jovian pox. I could be wrong. But thankfully we've got ourselves another planet over there, and we can go ahead and start to expand here very soon. Our research lab is almost done building. I went ahead and sold a whole bunch of the extra alloys that we had, and pretty much all of our food as well, so that we could get all that stuff going. Also, I like that art right there. That's cool. Divergence suppression. Holy crap. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Extra pop on the colony, please. And we do want to go ahead and put in yet another science ship, just like that. I like to normally have 3 going at the same time, especially in the beginning. But thankfully we've got the stuff coming in right there. And now, how cheap is it going to be? So we need the alloys for it right now, but we'll get that eventually. But the good thing is it should be very, very cheap, because the best thing about being a hive mind is the fact that you get, or a devouring swarm, you have a negative 50% starbase influence cost. Plus the 10% that we just got for going into the expansion tree. It's basically going to give us so much ability to expand very quickly. It's just the alloys that I think we'll struggle with for a little bit. So yeah, it's going to cost 30 influence. Oh my god, that's so cheap. I love it. More growth speed. First tradition is done. Now, I could really begin to cheese the ever-loving crap out of being a freaking devouring swarm and reduce our influence cost an additional 20%. Now that would basically give us 80% reduction. An 80% reduction on influence cost is insane. Sorry if it sounds like I'm crying. I kind of am. Oh god, I was just itching my eye. That really hurt. Ow. So we could do that. Now granted, we're not going to be doing claims as much because we are a devouring swarm, so we don't even have that. But Interstellar Dominion would be kind of amazing, and then go for technological ascendancy. But the thing is, since we're rushing tech, it might be a better idea to do technological ascendancy first, rather than Interstellar Dominion. But that's still... I gotta do it. I gotta do it. That's 20% more. Or 20% less. That's crazy. How much is that gonna cost now? I don't know. We don't have the alloys, but soon we will. I can't wait to see how freaking cheap it is. There you go. 15 influence. Oh my gosh. I love it. 15 influence. Are you kidding me? Damn it, I only wish that it made it cheaper on the alloys too, because that's the only thing we're struggling with at the moment. So I'm not going to expand to this point as of yet, because I do want to go ahead and colonize this, but we need to have 500 food and 200 alloys. So yeah, we're almost to the food, but we just need to get the alloys. Wow, we get the rubricator again? Are you kidding me? Should we go after it this time again? I think we should. Alright, let's go ahead and go after the rubricator again. So we're actually going to have them study that system, and then we're going to have them come down here and start studying all of this stuff right here. Because I do want to get this little constellation underneath of our control. before today's episode is over. So I would like to get that under control. And we've got 2 other science ships over here, finishing up everything right here. That is a juicy system full of energy. Holy crap. Man, I remember back in the days of 1.0 when you would find a system that had like +7 energy in it, or like this, +7 minerals, and it was just a gold mine of having that many minerals coming in the first 6 years of the game. It was always just the best thing to find. But expansion is coming along quite nicely. It's quite cheap. I just wish that it was cheaper on alloys. So our 3 planets are going to be up and running here very soon. We must have the Rubricator. Now, where exactly is the Rubricator system?
Anomaly found.
Oh, it's right there. Nice. Cool. So yeah, we're just going through all of the basic tech at the moment. Our tech is doing really well, even though it's literally just the beginning of the game. But the good thing is we have 3 active research labs on our home planet. And I think the next building that we'll build is either going to be another research lab or an alloy foundry. Although I'm thinking maybe making this planet one of our alloy foundries, because we don't have to worry about consumer goods. It just goes out of our minerals, which is kind of nice, honestly. But let's go ahead and get this system under our control. Alright, so luckily, economy is looking really good at the moment. We have a nice income of research, and we have a nice income of pretty much all of the things that we need. Even our alloys, they're starting to get a little bit better. And we found our first source of food. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So we're just going to continue to survey all of this stuff down here. But the good thing is we found the Rubricator's site, and we're not going to start it until we have a fleet that can take care of Shard. Because if you haven't seen our previous playthrough of the Galactic Record Keepers, first, take a look at that. But second, Shard is a very angry dragon, and she doesn't take shit from anybody. So let's go ahead and build food on that planet right there. Looks like we're going to be hurting for amenities on this planet most likely, because on our other one, oh wait, no, we're hurting on both of them. Okay. So yeah, the unfortunate part is right here, the planetary modifier. It has predatory plants, which gives a negative 10% habitability, but we could make this a research world for society, because it does give an extra 10%. So that could be kind of nice as well. It has a lot of blockers on it, though, so we're definitely going to want to take a look at that. We're going to use this as a lot of energy and mineral production here in the early game, but I think that might be one of our first candidates to turn into a hive world, because I want to make sure that we can do that, right? Yes, right there, hive worlds. So requires climate restoration and 2 other MT ascension perks. So as soon as we get climate restoration, we can actually begin to work on hive worlds, and that's going to be awesome. Because truthfully, I would love it if a lot of our worlds were the hive worlds, especially our capital. I think that would be really cool. But we have a nice little kind of section of space right here, and the infection continues to spread, and so we're just going to continue to spread a little bit. Alright, so it seems that we've really lucked out with having a lot of in-space resources. We've got a ton of great systems here that give us, you know, +9, +6, +7, +15, freaking 16 energy out of this one system. Kind of nice, honestly. I mean, that's just from this freaking star. But, unfortunately, we are indeed at the end of today's episode right here. But the infection continues to spread, and I'm eager to see what awaits us in the galaxy. Now again, we're using the arthropoid ships, and it's going to be awesome to see them spread across the galaxy, but until next time, this has been Commander RYANT1UM, signing off.